It's a Windows issues, improv, no script, no rehearsal, no plan. Bring your Windows computer troubles for the crew to blow smoke or ideas your way. Amp up your problem solving skills with us.
Good morning, it's 9 o'clock, August 27th, 2024. I'm just firing up the recording on Baby Beast. Got to draw myself a box around it and then click start. Oh, it looks like that doesn't match up on the screen right. Yeah, no, that is way out of sorts. Why? Well, good enough.
John Williams said hello,
Yeah.
Doug.
Hello, John Williams. And this is a reminder for me to do some stuff for the broadcast. I think I'm fine. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. And, ooh, that's even off a bit. What is going on there? Oh, no, when I maximize. Oh, when I maximize my OBS, then everything is okay. I'm okay, you're okay. Yeah. On a Tuesday, August 27th, 2024, and the title of today's video is changed to start with. This is a great way for notes for me because it's right in the title. No show tomorrow. I'm going to go up to the cabin again. And also the title shows the number 500. What in the world does that mean? I don't have a clue. Why would I put 500 right there on that part of the title? Who knows? Who knows? What's in the mind of a Doug? And then channel comments is where we find Alice Jones. Oh no, that's right. That is her channel URL. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Because when we go in here, it's LJ. That's how we know her in chat. LJ Wham is the channel URL. She says, great show today in regards to HP printer issues, since we talked about that a bit yesterday for somebody else. My HP DeskJet randomly disconnected from my PC last week. I had to uninstall and reinstall. I do not know what caused this to happen. Is Catherine Anna Hauserman in chat today? Because she would be able to tell you right off the bat what caused this to happen is that it's an HP. Horrible product. Catherine Anna Hauserman, very famously, at least famously in my mind, does not like HP products. She told us about that yesterday. And it happens. That's all I can say. It happens. And I've had it happen with other brand printers as well. And that is why computer technicians are in business. These things don't work right. And let's see, is Alice there in chat? Yeah, she's here. I did not see Catherine Anna Hauserman yet. Then the other comment here from
LJ said I've had the printer since 2010.
All right.
Zvi Mano said IBM, UBM. We all BM for IBM.
Okay. That kind of implies that you haven't had ongoing trouble with it. Has it been pretty reliable other than this situation? Steve McCurr in chat saying, I had a similar problem on an HP at work. A firmware update to the device got it working. Yeah, it's some updates to Windows might cause a problem to an older printer or a printer that has older firmware, and that perhaps is why the firmware was updated in order to fix a problem that has been happening with more recent Windows editions. So that's a possibility. Basically, what the job comes down to for a computer technician, whether you're an amateur, enthusiast, or a pro, is solve the problem. If you don't know what actually caused the problem in the first place, if you don't go far enough to figure that out, that's okay. because a lot of times that takes way too much digging to be worthwhile. This is harder than I thought. Channel, that's this person's channel name, commenting on this video repairing HP dead all-in-one. That video just keeps getting views. Those cheap HP all-in-ones, the Celerons Pentium versions, look and feel like a toy. Yeah, I would agree with you on that. What else can I say about that? Yeah, HP is a successful company. They got a lot of computers out there. I've got a lot of HP computers among my clients because they had very, very, very good market presence and they solved the issue. They fit the need. So now perhaps because of the number of devices that they have out there, maybe that's why we see so many of them that have problems, just because there is such a large population of them. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't researched the numbers to see if that is a statistically significant comment. Let's go to, yeah, I guess back here to see the title again, because that's my notes for today's show. Channel comments and Alice Jones. I got those two. Martin Hogg. Let's get on to Martin Hogg. He sent me an email this morning, and this does not reveal his email address. I'll get it zoomed into a reasonably good level. I think I like that level. He says, further to the above printer mentioned yesterday. Now, I'm going to think that was the Wi-Fi printer issue, where when he turned on the 5 gigahertz at the router, then he was able to make the connection. Excuse me.
John Williams said, "What's with the Dell desktop on your desk? Needs an update."
No, it doesn't need an update. There's another title, part of the title here, hard drive recovery. Do you think that might be it? Hint, hint. Maybe. I'm not saying. I'm not giving you any clues. What? So, continuing with Martin Hogg, further to the above printer mentioned yesterday, this printer went offline, and when I checked Device Manager in Windows 10, there were no printers showing. When I checked settings, I'm going to assume that was printer settings, there were 2 identical printers showing and offline. To avoid confusion, I removed both and reinstalled, making it the default. Device Manager now showing printer correctly. Printed test page and a document, so all appears okay. However, is there anything else I should do, such as switch off the 5 gigahertz at the router? I have no reason, I can't think of any reason why you ought to turn off the 5 gigahertz. This doesn't tell me whether the printer is connected through the 5 gigahertz, because the way I understood the conversation yesterday is with the 2.4 gigahertz wireless, the printer was not seen through the network. But when you turn the 5 gigahertz on at the router, then the printer did become seen. Now, I'm also assuming that this printer is actually connecting through the Wi-Fi. If you wind up telling me that, no, it's got an Ethernet cable connected, and you turned on the 5 gigahertz at the router, well, that was coincidental. That would not have been a fix for it. So I'm assuming, let's see, you did 5 gigahertz. Was it the 5 gigahertz that you turned on, really? The 2.4 is the older one. So that sounds like there's some pieces missing from that in my mind. Now, then he also says, incidentally, this printer also shows up in the list of wireless networks on a PC. This might be something that you could turn off, because this is indicating that the printer is actually functioning as a Wi-Fi access point. So it's providing its own wireless network. So with that, somebody could connect, for instance, from their phone or from a laptop with Wi-Fi directly to that printer as a wireless network.
Brian
And be able to
Lightfoot said,
send,
I believe he said, he turned on the 2.4 gigahertz at the router.
oh, okay. It was the 2.4 he turned on. That makes more sense. Yeah. So should he turn off the 5 gigahertz? No, because there may be other people who are trying to connect at the 5 gigahertz. The 5 gigahertz is a faster wireless network, but it doesn't have as much range. So some people may be wanting to use the 5 gigahertz. I don't know how many people are involved there. He says this model in chat, he says this model only supports 2.4 gigahertz. That's what he turned on yesterday. So yes, should he turn off the 5 gigahertz? Not necessarily, again, because there may be people who are wanting to use the 5 gigahertz wireless network. And you would have some traffic over the 2.4 gigahertz and some traffic over the 5 gigahertz. Now, people could print, should be able to print to this printer using the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi to connect to your network, and then find that printer through the 2.4 gigahertz wireless network, because that's how the printer is attached. Once those wireless devices are connected to the network, they should all be able to see each other as long as they're on the same IP subnet, which should be automatic unless you have created separate subnets within your router. On dog, and guess what? Now moving on to 6 gigahertz and 7 gigahertz router. Well, that might be something that doesn't really catch on very much, or doesn't catch on for a long time, kind of like IPv6. It's been around for a long time, hasn't caught on, because it's just too difficult to switch everybody over it. There's a lot of devices out there that are only capable of 2.4 or 5.5 gigahertz. And how long is it going to take before we have devices, massive amount of devices that can do the 6 gigahertz and 7 gigahertz? Yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. Yeah, so now on that part about the printer shows up in the list of wireless networks, if you connect with a wireless device, whether it's a laptop or a cell phone or a tablet, to that wireless network that printer is broadcasting, that does not give that person access to the rest of your network, because that printer, when it's acting as a Wi-Fi access point, it is not providing access to the rest of your network. So that is a safe way to let visitors or guests, customers, clients be able to print to your printer if that's desired. If that's not needed, if nobody on staff needs to be able to print directly from their wireless device, meaning they don't want to connect to the wireless network, to your entire network through your router, then and they could connect directly to the printer. If nobody needs that, then I would turn that off just to lighten the load on the printer. So I think that's all I got to say. I've been able to see chat over here. If there's anything that if there's a chat, if you put in a chat message and you want me to see it, do an exclamation mark C, and if you don't put anything after that, then I'm going to look to your prior comments. If you're putting an exclamation mark C for somebody else's comment, then give me their name or give me the timestamp. All I need is the minutes portion. So like :12 would mean go to for me, 9:12. You could put in your full time, your hour and minutes too.
Ghetto Fortnite said, have a question in the beginning of chat.
Oh, okay, perfect. See, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, Josh. Thank you so much. Now let me see how I'm doing with my topics list, such as it is. Martin Hogg, the hard drive recovery will be lowest priority on the list if people have other questions. So then I'm going to go to chat, pop out chat, look for Josh's comment towards the beginning. Oh, I haven't done any commercial breaks. Well, I've got it set up for YouTube to put them in automatically. Nice trader, is that your daughter? No, it was not. Let's do, what does revamp mean? And I think this is in relation to Nick Poverman's question. Have not been here a long time. Good to see you, Nick. Work has been so busy. We are going through a revamp of all of our systems. Hope to be here later and get, Josh is asking, what does revamp mean right there? Josh, what revamp means, they're basically replacing a lot of computers or doing a lot of work, pulling things out, putting new product in. It may or may not be the computers, but rebuilding, replacing components, revamp. Where do they get the word vamp from? Why does re means do it again, right? And vamp. Vamp has a number of different meanings. You know, it can come out of vampire. I don't know why vamp means like if the word vamp were to be like the word setup, set up the computers in an office, install computers, reinstall, yeah. I've probably said that enough that Josh has the idea of why of what that means. I don't know why it means, where the root origin of that word is.
Ghetto Fortnite said, okay, cool, thanks.
You're welcome. Apparently they don't have online dictionaries.
Chris Garrett
Brian.
said this man seems confused.
See, Chris Garrett's comment hasn't shown up on my OBS chat. There it is. Seems to be confused. Yeah, so does that mean you know what the word revamp, or where the word vamp comes from? Why the word revamp means what it means?
Keith said vamp, attach a new upper to a boot or shoe.
A new upper. Oh, okay. That seems vaguely familiar. From maybe like the 1950s or something like that, when you would wear spats on your shoes. And I also think of Dickies back then, that false shirt that would be
Nick
under a
Poverman said
tuxedo.
new offices, new servers, and new computers.
That's what they're actually doing, Josh, is new offices, new servers, new computers. So for them, that's what revamp means. Buffy the Vamp Slayer. Okay, so I'm at 916. Good. Lawn Dog got another answer to that. An earlier verb was new vamp, 1630s. Modern use is typically figurative. Okay, so client story. I had a call from a client yesterday. Help, my computer doesn't work. He'd been on vacation for a week. Came back and it was off. He turned it on. No, it wasn't off. It was a message that indicated no boot drive. So let's see how quickly I can pull this photo up, because I did grab a photo of it. This is a good time for a commercial. Hey, Doug, go hit the commercial button. Here comes a commercial. Okay, so I clicked insert ad, because it's going to take me a minute to get this up. Continue with password. I'm bringing up pictures. So here's pictures. Let's see, Dell. Is that it? No. All right. Tell me I did not actually capture that picture. It would have been just a, oh, this is close enough. I'm not sure that he had all this. Yeah, he probably did have all this stuff, because this is where the computer's trying to boot from the network. And no boot device found. Press any key to reboot the machine. So what I did there at the office is I just opened up the panel, disconnected and reconnected the cables, and turned it on again. Still got the same results. I put my hand on the drive as I was starting it up, and I could feel and I thought I could hear the drive spinning, but nothing happening.
Martin Hogg said thanks. I'll get customer to disconnect printer Wi-Fi network.
Okay. That would be a configuration on the printer itself, using the buttons on the printer itself to turn off the Wi-Fi access point, whatever it's called on that. You don't want to turn off Wi-Fi for the printer. You want it to be able to connect by Wi-Fi to the network, because I think you said that printer is connecting by Wi-Fi to the network, but you don't want it to be broadcasting out its own network. Okay, so what my Objective Now, we ordered a new computer for him, a new mini computer, because this one won't do Windows 11. And he's known that for a while anyway. He said, Doug, let's just go ahead and get the new computer. I said, fine. So what I need to do is try to pull his data files off of this. So all I'm going to do here is see if I can pull that out and attach it to Big Beast Build and see if it is accessible or not. It may or may not be. Depends upon whether is it just the operating system that's damaged, or is that actually the drive that's not functioning. So place your bets in chat which way you think this is going to go. I've already blown out the dust. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to hit this mute button. Then unmute, confirm unmute. So now I got my microphone over here, and I've got this, what I call a keyboard camera. So here's the hard drive. Pull the cables. This is a business class Dell computer, which, among other things, means it comes apart very easily. And this caddy even should just, yeah, these sides just pull away. I don't really have to do that because I can attach my adapter with this carriage on. There it is. Okay, so there's the hard drive. It's a Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte. And then maybe somebody will remember that I was looking around for my powered SATA adapter. Well, it was right here on the side of the desk for easy access. This is a power cable. It's plugged into the electrical power strip that's mounted on the side of my desk. And then this is the USB cable that will connect to Big Beast Build. And then this connector, you just plug it on to the drive. And then now this USB connector is kind of clever. I like these things. Let's see, put it over here. That's a type A connector, but if I pull that out, it's now a type C connector. Now I have a USB hub on the desk. Not sure if I'm gonna reach that all right. This part clearly unrehearsed. And I can get over there if I move the AC adapter to an outlet that's closer to the hub. Usually I would not connect to a hub. I'd rather connect directly to a USB port directly on the computer, and this is the last port on that hub. Yeah, I can feel it spinning. And that adapter is a 3 point something adapter, and this hub is 2.0. So it would not be a good speed. If this does not come up, I haven't heard anything yet. Oh, there it is. I just heard a chime. Let's bring me over here to this screen. Local O is mine, F is mine, G is mine. I'm not seeing the drive there. Let's try disk management. Okay, waiting for that to come up. Now these are all my partitions on my main drive. So I don't see it yet. So I'm gonna change strategy and plug directly into Big Beast Build. Okay, I plugged that into a type C port. Still not seeing it come up. So at this point, it may take some data recovery techniques
Zvi
to,
Manor said refresh.
yeah, I just hit the refresh up there. Let's try the refresh on Explorer. I'm
Ran
not,
Israel said, does a new device appear in Device Manager?
oh, that's good. Let's go for Device Manager. It is not important to get the data off of this drive because he uses OneDrive and all of his data files are going to be there, and his main business management software is cloud-based. And so that's why he's also not in a great time crunch, because he is currently running his business off of his iPad and printing directly to his printer using Wi-Fi, coincidentally. His iPad connecting to the network through Wi-Fi, the printer connected by Ethernet to the network, and we just configured that yesterday. So disk drives, no, wait a minute. J Micron, what is that? Do I have, that can't be, what is that? I don't know what that is, but not seeing it there. How about other devices? Bluetooth, no. I've got a couple disabled devices in there because I've intentionally turned them off. So nope, not seeing it. So at that point, I'm not going to pursue that any further for pulling the data off of that, because if it was just quick and easy, yeah, I was going to go ahead and take it from there. But my next step is going to be to sign into his OneDrive account and verify that the data is there and we've got everything we need. And if that's the case, then I don't need to do anything further with that. The main point of this exercise is just to show the process of what you would do when you come across something like this.
Ran Israel said, what is his Jamedia SCSI disk?
Yeah, that JMedia, I don't know what that is. Now, Wintermute said to look at disk management, but I've already been there. Or maybe you weren't watching at that time, but here is disk management, and it is not there. Let's do rescan. That's different. That's a little bit more than refresh. Yeah, disk management, and Lawn Dog's also asking disk management. I don't know. You guys weren't watching? I've already been there for quite a bit.
Ran
Yeah.
Israel said, if you physically disconnect the USB cable, does the JMedia device remain or disappear?
Oh, all right. Well, that's good. Let's try that. Did I guess I exited Device Manager. And it was up here, the J Micron. I want to know if that goes away. It's disconnected. Now the chime that's playing, yeah, it did go away. Interesting. Okay, the USB-C port on the front of the computer did not work. The other USB ports on the front of the computer look to be 2.0. There is a USB Type A 3.x available on the back of Big B's build. but there's a lot of USB devices already plugged in. I'm kind of thinking, how about, I'm going to try plugging it into a 3.x port on Baby Beast, because it doesn't have as much stuff plugged in.
Read chat please.
Oh, I didn't have the right. Should have had the big camera on. I heard that read chat. Going to look at that. Two previous comments from Ran Israel, or just two previous comments? Why does it appear as a SCSI disk? Yeah, that's curious. It's from a Dell business class computer. So could it be that it was set on a SCSI as a SCSI drive, even though, no, not SCSI. That's not what I meant. Yeah, if it was some different setting in BIOS. And that was another thought that I had wondered about when I was at my client's office. Was there some setting in BIOS that got changed? And I don't think that is the case. I'm going to come back to Rand's comments in a moment, but I want to show you something else first. Because this was interesting here. This picture. On August 22nd, that's alert hard drive not found. My client was on vacation at that time. He was not at the office. He had left the computer on. He had left the computer on while he was gone. So it was on the whole time that he was away. But August 22nd is when a BIOS event showed up showing the
Ren
drive not
Israel
found.
said, can we see the label on the disk and the physical connector?
The label on the disk and the physical connector. Okay. Let's see. Did I get both of his comments there? When he said two previous comments, why does it appear and that's it? If you physically disconnect the USB cable, yeah, we saw that. So that is it. Why does it appear as SCSI? Two previous comments. Yeah, I'm not sure I got covered what you wanted. I was not thinking SAS either. SAS, I have SAS drives for another. Oh, that's why you wanted to see the connector. Well, my SATA connector does fit on it.
V Manor said he wants the model number of the HDD.
Okay. Yeah, SAS drive is kind of similar in the sense that there's a power side and there's a signal side, but it won't fit on the same connector. Okay, so let's go. Oh, I've got it connected to Baby Beast now. We haven't looked yet to see if it worked. Yeah, I don't have. I was just thinking if I have the label in a photo, and I do not. Now let's give you Baby Beast. Screen, bring up File Explorer. There's a USB thumb drive connected. This local disk F and the G are possible. I think this drive has a second partition for Macrium Reflect backups. It says not responding at the top.
ZV Manor said, what is the model number of the disk?
The disk is upside down right now. I don't want to turn it over while I'm trying to access it. It looks like those are the drive letters for it, and because it's not responding now, it makes me think that that is the drive. And let's see what a device manager calls it on Baby Beast. Oh, you asked to see the connector. I can show you the connectors in the computer, the normal SATA connectors. Nothing unusual about these connectors. It's definitely a SATA drive. And Sinvicious, did you check for reallocating sectors? What I have done with this drive is what you've seen me do during the show today. And I'm not going to go I don't need to go any further with it because we're pretty sure all the data that he cares about is in OneDrive. Now, some of you might be saying, hang on.
Zivi Manor said maybe if you will shake it, it will fix the problem. Haha.
Well, actually, shaking it and tapping on it, those are possible Hail Mary attempts. But again, if I've got the data on OneDrive, it's not worth spending the time on it. So I think I'm going to abort that. And Device Manager on Baby Beast has not even come up, has it? Did I already ask for it?
Zivi Manor said it worked for me last time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you said ha ha, so I thought you were joking or indicating that it's not feasible, but it did work for him. I have had it work before too. Let's see. I'm gonna close Explorer in task, and then I'll disconnect the drive so you can see the label. But I don't know how many times I'm going to say this before I actually pull the plug. I don't need to go any further with this. All right, so I've got, let's do one other thing. Let's see if we can actually eject it. Now that's not even coming up. Okay. If anyone's not aware of it, when I said I'm going to connect to Baby Beast instead of Big Beast, and I go do the connections on the same computer box, there are two computers inside that one computer case. All right, so you're asking to see the label. Seagate Barracuda 1000 1000 gigabytes, 1 terabyte. And you actually want a model number. There's the model number. 1000 DM003. Not that you really need to read it yourself. I'll see if we can do that. Now, I have that set for automatic focus. Oh, it did. It came into focus. There you can see the ST 1000 DM003, second line from the second barcode from the top. Nick Poverman, I am aware of that DISM command for export drivers. I've done it during the show. And I might be giving that as a response to somebody else. So anyway, that's enough of that. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut down. Let's see, before I shut down, Catherine Anna Hauserman reminded me yesterday, not really with that direct comment, that I should at least look for orange hits. Nice trader, is that your daughter? No, I actually already responded to that one. Looking for other oranges. I think I've responded to all the speaker bots. No show tomorrow. I'm going to try going up to the cabin again. I did go up to the cabin last week. I just cut that trip short because I developed a migraine. Date code 14th week of 2013, maybe. It's old. Again, there's no objective to put a different drive in here or to even fix that drive or recover what's on it. DISM to capture Windows.
Frosty Winnipeg said
Yes.
500 Days of Doug is the title of Thursday's show.
Very good one, Frosty. Yeah, Thursday's show. That would be show number 500. Now, that's not my 500th live show. That's the 500th Windows Daily. Windows Daily is just Monday through Friday. The Saturday show is a separate show. It's not part of that Windows Daily numbering scheme. Not any particular reason. It's just the numbers are the Monday through Friday show. So I don't think, I'm not really thinking a big deal about the 500. Okay. Now, but another thing, that export the drivers. Let me show something else. Carrie Holzman showed this recently, and I did not know this. Windows 11. This is unique to Windows 11. In Device Manager, there is this Add Drivers option. This will, when you point it to the folder that has those exports, it will go through and automatically search all the subfolders. So we don't need that other command that can be used to search all the subfolders. Was it? I don't think it was DISM command. I think it was another command. I don't quite remember right now. But anyway, yeah, this is unique to Windows 11. Is this Add Drivers. And it will search through all the subfolders of a location that you point to. Okay, let's put this.
Ron Israel said pun poodle.
What? Oh, PMP util. Yeah, that's right. It was a PMP util command for scanning through all the subfolders of a folder where you have those exported drivers. But this option in Device Manager is easier, cleaner, quicker. He did not say that. Rand says, I did not say that. Now, maybe it's the pronunciation you're saying you did not say. Okay, Doug, stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. It is time to go. There's the email address. If you want to send me an email about a Windows technical issue that you've got going on that we can talk about during the show, that would be very, very much appreciated. And then let's see, in screen, in live, that button. Here we go. You can watch this video to see how to get free support through this YouTube channel. You can watch this video to see how to get paid support from me directly in private sessions. You can watch this video to see how to turbocharge your troubleshooting experience by participating in this channel. And this is a recent video on my channel. Have a great day, everybody. I will catch you later. Goodbye.